We talked a lot about the success. Have you ever failed?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Geez, where do I start? The list is way too long because
What's a big failure? What's a big failure and what did you learn from it?
First of all, there's micro failures sometimes during the day, some during the week, during the month, and then micro successes. And these micro successes build up to be larger successes. Maybe I can bring up something that's a little bit more significant and difficult, and maybe your audience will appreciate really difficult stories. There was a period where CanvasPop was absolutely flying. Sales were going through the roof. It was about 2014. The culture inside the company was absolutely phenomenal. But the problem inside is my ambition was bigger for what the company was. So we started opening up these different innovation tracks, which I figured out at a different time how to handle your execution layer, your innovation layer, which we won't get into, right. But I was still experimenting with it at the time. And there's an app that we invested into that we grew internally inside the company, and it ended up getting traction. Then I had a two-headed monster. One was going really well, but the other one was going really well as well. It was a GIF app called PopKey, and it started getting a ton of traction. And then I made the decision of trying to manage two teams to be able to run both of them. And I ended up getting split. My mind was split in two completely different directions. PopKey ended up ultimately failing because we just didn't have the focus. And then the other business, CanvasPop, their sales started decreasing and competition started increasing, and we kept our eye off the ball, right? We dropped the ball there. So I had to shut down PopKey. I had to go back to CanvasPop, make massive changes and reset everything. And I think it was like 2016, and went from, 30, 40 employees to 8.
Wow.
And a complete lack of confidence to those 8 people. And at that moment, I had to look internally, deeply internally, about who I am, what kind of leader I am, and so on. And that moment, you just take one step at a time. And after that, I never stopped appreciating the thing that's in front of you and making that the best thing humanly possible. So CanvasPop, I polished it with a great group of amazing people to turn it into the most polished, perfect canvas printing company in the world, which ended up resulting in a success. And now the new company, Remix, it's 100% focused on that and that only, but it's a much bigger vision.